Alright guys, we're going to start by tying in our thread here. Give it a couple wraps there. We're going to run it all the way back to the end of the hook. To right about there where the barb was. So let's just go a little bit further here. It's perfect. Now I'm going to take a little bit of marabou here. I like to strip it off. Now that should give us a nice wispy tail. Now, I don't worry too much about measuring how much. We're just going to tie it in. I like to wrap it all the way back to the eye. Take off this little bit of a spine that's on there. Next, I'm going to tie in a little bit of copper wire, just in the small size. Start it up at the front of the hook here. We'll wrap her back to where we tied in the tail. Then I'm going to take a little bit of chenille here. Tie her in right there. I like to put a little whip finish in here just so I don't lose it. Then we're just going to do nice, tight, even wraps of the chenille up the body of the fly. Just tie that off right there behind the bead. Snip off our excess. Then we're going to take a saddle hackle here, and I'm going to strip off all the fuzz. We're going to tie that in up front here. Snip that off. Then I'll put a couple whip finishes again. Just to hold that in place. And then we'll palmer this back. I like to get a full wrap at the front. And just start heading back. Oops. Normally I'd have my hackle pliers, but I forgot them. So we'll use the rotary and we'll just wrap her back slow like this. we'll take our wire. Just wrap right over top, and I'll give it a couple wraps at the back here just to lock it in good, and then I'll start. You give it a little wiggle and it'll just go through and won't trap any of those hairs down there. We don't want to trap any of those fibers in. This also helps to protect your saddle hackle in there. And then we'll take a couple wraps here at the head just to lock that wire in. Get that wire and give it a little helicopter there, and it should break loose. There we go. And then just brush those fibers back so we don't trap any. We'll give her 5 wraps with the whip finish. We can cut that off now. Then we need to go back here and just clean up our little tag end. There we go. Then we'll take the tail fibers, and I like to go about a hook length, maybe a little bit longer, and just pinch them off. And there we go. We have a woolly bugger.